So as I mentioned to you last time that inshallah this summer I'm planning to start a new series which is based on Madinah book. I will approach this book, I will teach this book a little bit differently. Instead of going through this primary book, for example, the book that I have right now, which is the main book written by Dr. Abdul Rahim, rahimahullah. So we will not be going through this book page by page. Okay, instead of doing that, what I want to do is I want to study the book from a sharh. So this is a sharh explanation of the Medina book written by one of the teacher in Islamic University of Medina for the Arabic institution. And his name is Hussein bin Ahmad bin Abdullah Al-Ali. And as you can see, he is a mudarris, he's a teacher بمعهد تعليم اللغة العربية. So he's a teacher of the institution of teaching Arabic language. So this is the book that inshallah we will be studying. And to show you a little bit of the text, so as you can see, this is not the same text as what you have here. Okay, so this is an explanation. So the book will explain every single grammar topic that the original book introduced based on the lesson. So for example, we are in lesson number 1 at Dars al-Awwal, and then he will go through all the grammatical element that the author, Abdurrahim, he introduced. For example, the first thing he talked about is hada. So then he will explain in Arabic, it will explain the grammar rules of these topics. And then he will also give you examples. So we'll read through these examples as well. So as you can see, this book is a little bit different than the original text, but nonetheless, it will talk about every single grammar topics, but it will not have the exercises. Okay, so in this explanation, this sharh, which is I'm considering as express and intensive study of Medina book, we will not be going through the exercises during the sharh. We may have a separate session where we call it lab session, where we can read the exercises, and some of you, if you want to participate in reading, you can do so. But in the primary lesson, we will not be going through the book. So the idea would be that we study this lesson from the grammatical explanation perspective through this sharh, and then we want to go to the actual book text and read it and do the exercises. My goal is that once I explain to you, you should be able to read and understand everything that the main primary textbook is talking about. And this is something that is upon you to study. This way, we will cover a lot more in each session and go a little bit more faster. And then it would be your job, your responsibility to go back to the book and do the exercises. And when we have the lab session, you can come to the lab session and then review them, and we can talk about if you have any questions. Therefore, this course, I'm not targeting for someone who, they need to go a little bit slowly. So this is, I'm rather targeting someone who has some type of Arabic knowledge, or someone who has a self-discipline and you can study by your own, and you can put a lot of pressure on you to review. Okay, so this is what we're planning to do this summer. And my goal is to finish each book in, especially book 1, by 1.5 months, maximum 2 months, and then book 2 probably 2 to 3 months. Okay, so inshallah by 4 to 5 months we want to finish book 1 and 2, which is pretty intensive. It is not easy. So people who has studied any other course, for example, if you have taken Al-Kitab al-Asasi with me, As you know, in that book, that series, we focus a lot more on the vocabs and the readings. And although we talked about a lot of grammars, but you also want to learn what the Medina book teaches. This is also good for someone who already studied this series, Medina book series. Maybe you studied book one, book two, or even book three. This series will help you to review all the grammar rules. As you know, reviewing something is much more important and useful than always learning something new. You always have to review, otherwise, you will be forgetting and you'll lose the benefit. So, if you already studied Medina book, and this series will certainly help you to review. Also, if you are studying this book right now, okay, with some other teacher or some other institution or by yourself, you can use this series as a supplement to help you understand the rules or any other way it can help you. So I'm looking forward to this class. I will see you in the class. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.